Hello everyone, welcome back. My congratulations. You have already listened and read to how many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters of the book Debbie the Duckling Fairy, written by Daisy Meadows. And today we will read chapter number 5, Goblin on the Cobbles. And today I have a new bookmark that will help us to read. You see this one? Yes, it was presented to my kid by one of your schoolmates. This is very nice to have a bookmark. It helps a lot, to focus, to activate our brain. So if you wish, you can email me your own bookmark if you want it to appear on this channel, and the email address is below this video in the description. And now let's start. Goblin on the Cobbles. Splashy started running towards her, but then another duckling tugged the slipper out of Kirsty's hand. He dashed into a corner and started chewing the slipper in his beak. "We need another plan," said Rachel. "What else do puppies like? Walks?" Games? I know. How about a game of fetch? Debbie, could you magic up a dog toy? In a flash, Rachel was holding a blue rubber toy in the shape of a duck. It quacked when she squeezed it, which made all the ducklings turn to look. Rachel squeezed it again and then threw it across the room. "Fetch Splashy," she called. Splashy ran after the toy, yapping in excitement, but the goblin spotted him and lunged forward. This time he managed to catch the little duckling in his long bony fingers. "Gotcha," he said. "Now you're mine." He raced out of the farmhouse kitchen into the cobbled yard, clutching Splashy to his chest. Debbie zoomed after him. "Come on," she called to Rachel and Kirsty. "We mustn't lose him this time." The girls ran after the goblin, and all the other ducklings dashed after them. They scrambled between the girls' legs, making them stumble. "They almost tripped us up," said Rachel. "Oh, that gives me an idea," said Kirsty. She raced back into the farmhouse and came out holding the blue rubber toy. She squeezed it and the ducklings turned to look. "Fetch!" said Kirsty. She threw the toy across the yard and it landed beside the goblin's big feet. Yapping, panting, and barking, the ducklings bounded after it. They bumped against and between the goblin's legs, knocking him this way and that. The goblin screeched, wobbled, and fell head over heels into a muddy puddle. In the confusion, he let go of Splashy. At once, Rachel ran to scoop up the magical duckling. She held him gently in her arms and turned to Debbie. "Splashy!" cried the duckling fairy in delight. She threw to him with her arms held out wide. As soon as she touched him, he shrank to fairy size. Quaking, he snuggled up to Debbie. "He is back to his old self," said Debbie, cuddling him and kissing his fluffy feathers. "So are all the other ducklings," said Kirsty. She smiled as the little ducklings waddled out of the yard towards the pond, quaking at the tops of their voices. "They are very noisy, whether they are being puppies or ducklings," said Rachel with a laugh. The goblin was watching the ducklings